Tuesday night. It's the Poetry Corner. The same usual thing every Tuesday. We do this. We got a great show tonight. A lot of poets here tonight. Packed house, which is a good thing. So we're going to get the party started off right. Hey, good evening. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. And as usual, another great day for a great day of poetry. And tonight we have some old, some real old, and some new. Um, so tonight is something. What's the name of the title of the show? Cuz something brand
Brand
new.
new day. Yeah, brand new day, brand new feeling.
Great,
Because I believe everybody should wake up in the morning feeling like that. You know
great.
what I
So
mean?
how's everybody doing today?
Doing well.
Very well,
Everything,
very well.
Happy to be here.
everything peace.
So this show has the Chi Town flavor. Keys, this is your first time on the Poetry Corner. Just let us know a little bit about yourself.
I'm glad to be here. Um, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised on the South Side. I'm a pianist and I'm a poet. Um, Played a lot of athletics, played football through college, so there's a little bit of my background.
Oh, you played college football.
Yeah,
Big school, small school.
I went to JUCO,
What
College
JUCO?
DuPage. College DuPage. We won the national
Joliet Junior
championship.
College.
Hey, we used to beat y'all.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
So
and
how long? So how long you been into poetry, writing poetry, and into it?
I'll tell you something funny. I just told one of my singers I collab with. We were actually got some music coming out. Um, It started as a class assignment in 6th grade. It was a teacher in my elementary school, Mr. Salahuddin. I remember this man to this day because he helped me like put the poetry and shit. You know, start to learn the structure of it, and and it grew from there. So I say about 10.
Okay. I know you had expressed the question about the state of poetry. And I told you I was going to ask you that one once we started the show.
Oh yeah.
So what was your opinion about poetry and where is it going right now in the state of poetry? Where is it? What do you have to say about it?
I feel like it's in a good state, but I feel like we need to do more to put a great stamp on it. Like we need to put more pressure on it. I honestly feel like I need to post more poetry, and I post a lot of poetry. It's just like just to emphasize, the appreciation of the art, because poetry is
Does
everything to me.
okay? Does and I hope none of your co guests that's gonna be on the show tonight interrupt when I ask you this next question because all of them have been asked this question.
Okay.
Does art imitate life or life imitate art?
Oh, I say sometimes in both instances, I done seen a lot. I done seen cats like make songs about doing certain things and it actually transpire. So it's like sometimes it be iffy on that. So that's because I ain't gonna lie, the tongue is a powerful weapon. That's why, like, even in my poetry, I be having to slow up and change things. Because, people really be asking me, like, yo, because a lot of my poetry is like real life experience for me. So they be really asking me, like, so who was Shorty with the dreads you talking about? So it's like, I always try to, like, keep a notion in the mind that people are reading this and going back and reading it. So it's like,
Well, it's interesting that you said the words are powerful,
yeah.
and we definitely have seen from the area you're from in the part of the country we have seen lately where a lot of our artists have said some things that unfortunately have came back into fruition and hurt them. So we definitely pay attention, and I definitely understand when you mean that life imitates art. I always ask the question, and the question really is an oxymoron question. It's a question that is how you look at the question is going to be how you answer the question. It's no wrong answer to how you answer. So what do you have for us tonight? You don't have to spit everything. You just one piece at a time, and then we go around the horn.
Oh, okay. I got something for y'all. Just give me a little second. I didn't know I was going right in, but I got you. I almost want to go go in the crib real quick because I'm actually outside. I'm gonna go in the house and spit it. I'm just gonna walk in the house. It'll be like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah, it ain't MTV Cribs, but this is my backyard. I always want to go on that show, but it's so crazy in Chicago. I wouldn't even want to be on it. I heard they putting up a reboot.
Really?
Yeah.
I know it's quiet. It's quiet in the South Side.
Nah, it was a bunch of cars passing.
You're at the Apollo. It's gonna be all right.
I got you. I'm just
All
trying
right.
to catch my breath a little bit. I was drinking a little bit. I believe the vibes have been the flute speak the language of the birds. So disturbing single nerve. No disturbing single. I ain't got it right now. I feel like I gotta let this liquor digest. I hit that off work.
Nicole, pick him up, Nicole.
You know you need to be ready. Come on, let's get it. We waiting.
Hold on, give me a second. I ain't know we was going right in. But all right, here we go. I believe the vibes have been the flute speak the language of the birds. Don't disturb a single nerve while I'm acquainted with the herb. If a rose reserve blossom through the concrete and the curve, it's the balance that preserve, it's the action that make me verb. If my words took the sky written in cursive with a swerve, I observe my spoken words so it can seep into your nerves. My ocean could submerge thoughts of purge. If my healer was a herb, hope you slide if I served. Hope you slide if I served, just don't break my heart in thirds.
I like that. I like that.
Nice.
You said it a little fast.
Too
so we couldn't
fast.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had
Twister.
a pre-smoke. I try not to spit right after I smoke, so I was
Hey
losing my
man,
breath.
come as you are. It's
But
enough.
that's my fault. Next time,
Raw.
I'm gonna spit another one in 5 minutes. Wait till I get this breath.
I don't know. Gina might be on your heels. Gina,
I ain't scared of competition. I'm welcome.
Gina, he
Yeah.
representing Chi-Town. Gina, you better let him know.
That's right.
I'm
Southside.
I'm representing the Ed. So when he said he went to JUCO, so did I. I was born and raised in Joliet, and I'm gonna let you know how we do it out here in the burbs.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you my first freestyle. Oh, you know what? I'm using my T-shirt as motivation because I was supporting a sister who has a T-shirt company, and she was like, you're always positive, you motivate people. I'm gonna send you a T-shirt. So it says, Queen, Strength, Magic, some other things. I'm trying to read it upside down and it's in cursive, but that's enough for me. I simply want to celebrate what it means to be a Black woman and a poet. I'm titling this piece, Black Girls with Words. I know a lot of people have always seen me as well as growing up as a nerd. They thought that it was a diss, and I thought it was a compliment. What they simply didn't understand was this. I take pride in the fact that I've always been an academic. I love to learn. School and classrooms, those are the places where I would find my groove. I never was worried about what the other person was doing. When the fellow poet said that he wasn't worried about competition, I'm going to tell you why I never was, because straight A's, perfect attendance, anything that I could achieve in a classroom environment was always my goal. My brothers were athletic, like you said you were too. And unfortunately for me, that skipped me. I didn't get that part of the gene pool, but it's okay, because I've always been a reader. I've been a seeker of knowledge, and I have been a person who understands the power of words. So every time I open my mouth, I don't just want to be heard. I don't even like the sound of my own vocals. So if I had my druthers, I would change the way that I sound when I'm being listened to, because I'd like for you to listen to the fact that I know words, and not just the little ones that you like to hear all the time. They don't always have to come immediately to my mind and rhyme, but what they do is speak emphatically to who I am and what I be. I'm a Black girl and I'm a poet. This is me. In peace.
Okay.
Okay, Gina. Welcome
All right.
back.
Thank you.
That's how the head be doing it, huh?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's Joliet.
Keep an eye on that old head.
J Rob, what's going on, brother?
Hey,
Salute,
J
Kings,
Rob.
Oh, wow.
Queens.
The wise
How's everybody doing? What's going on, everybody?
All right.
Hey, J.
Everything
Rob.
cool.
Just Jay, what's
Good.
going on, Black man? It's good to see you, bro.
Hey, Black man, how you doing today, man? It is so good to be on here with you, bro. I'm not even going to play with you.
It's better to be seen than viewed, so the blessing belongs to me, bro.
I know that's
You
right.
definitely being viewed, baby. You definitely being viewed.
I
My
feel
man.
blessed. No, man.
My man.
Word.
Just
King.
Jay, you up?
Good, bro.
I'm up.
Yes.
All right. Scatter me gently to the wind like leaves as I breathe my last breath. So sweet the taste as I exhale and escape. And this is my story. For the love of your bucket of needs, sustenance in excess, greed's waste, you filled your face. One taste, you became gluttonous from money's putrid odor. If you refer to the world as her, then you have truly pimped her for all that she's worth. You raped her and defecated on her over and over, leaving her skin cracked and left her veins with emptiness. Now that's priceless, like where the ice once was. The plates of her teeth gnash, grind, and groan, because man has put her in bitter pain, in acids in her reign. But she is strong. So with dignity and integrity, she languishes in pure agony. She is burning up. She has fever. So to cool herself, she blows little puffs of breath from Africa to distant lands where hurricanes strip the leaves from the trees, reseed the seed, and then roll out the sands. But first, burn away the old land with blisters and scabs across her once beautiful face. The verdict is plain, as the plans of the prairies and the plains. Many pockets got ripped, as many systems started to break. Knees knocked in the night. Now the ones that got the richest, the biggest of the hypocrites, trying to evacuate on rocket ships to escape their fates, hoping to go somewhere to lie about their part in their own history. I broadcast this to my brother planets. These are the receipts of their truth. Humans may be coming to a planet near you. If I were you, I would not let them in. This will be the final transmission of this earth from earth in transmission.
I like what you did with that.
There we go.
Okay,
I
Just
switched it up a
Jay.
little bit, J. Rob.
Like that,
creative.
man. Appreciate
I
that.
like what you did with
Word.
that.
Nice.
You know, he was smooth, like he might have been related to Walter and Scotty. Just Jay. That's what I call them. I don't call them by that name. I say Walter and Scotty.
Walter and Scotty, I like
Yeah,
that, bro.
I
If you
just
don't
say
mind, I
Walter
may
and
be
Scotty.
plagiarizing you.
I don't say their name. I say Walter and Scotty because they don't deserve. They deserve to be called by their names.
Yes, sir. I feel the sentiment 100.
Yeah. Nicole, that's going to be a
Yes,
hard act for you to follow, young lady.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
All right, so I call this one Midnight Before the Breakthrough. Right before the break of dawn, it is said to be the darkest hour, the point where it may seem like all is a loss. The moment when the black of night surrounds you. All is quiet except the screaming thoughts in your head. You are so close to your breaking point. Then you see the break of day, a gleam of light that gives you a slight bit of hope because it's a new day and a new beginning. A fresh start as well as an unlimited number of opportunities. Doing away with all the negativity and leaving it behind. Facing forward to the positive vibrations of the vast horizon, embracing the possibilities of greater things and experiences to come. In peace.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. I like that.
Okay, Nicole.
Thank you.
I'm getting some kickback from somebody's speaker.
When she's
I
doing
don't know
that
who's
piece,
I don't know whose it is because I can hear it faintly. I know
It's like-
I'll be listening. I don't know whose it is though. It's a
Okay.
little kickback when
I hear the
Nicole was
reverb
spitting the
too.
poetry. Yeah.
We just all have to all mute when the person's doing their piece.
J Rob.
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute and you're up to bat. What's going
Oh
on?
man, family has been, in the words of Rakim, it's been a long time.
Definitely.
So this piece is entitled "I'm the Son of a Poet." I'm the child of broken pens, melted slave chains, chewed erasers, rusted sharpeners, worn out ribbons from typewriters that refuse to have enough ink, that squeak weak arms but belt out sentences of guess what's next. See this? Hear this. Hear ye, hear ye, hear me. See, I'm one of the lucky ones. I grew up on a block that had many fathers but birthed many sons. We walked together, we played together, but as we got older, our consciousness took over and we started the new pecking order of intelligence. That's where it took place. And some said, come over here like Red Rover, Red Rover. But then you see, I had mentors. My mentors went from the Bronx to Harlem and even across the water, and everything starts with hustlers, but they ended with my father. You see, the hustlers said, don't grow up to be like us. Because, see, we're too messed up. But if you can trust that, then you already know that don't get that stuff together, because if you don't get it together, you're just going to have to join us. So just stay away, Jay. But my pops said you can act a fool if you want to and try to be cool on the scene. Just remember that only J.J. Evans get paid to act a fool on the TV screen. Now pay attention if you want to, and you just might get far. Well, go figure. And by the way, John, I hate it when I hear you and your brothers refer to each other as niggas. You see, I had mentors that ran the streets and thought that stuff was kind of cool. But the best mentors besides my pops introduced me to what being a proud black kid was in school. And I was placed in all kind of positions, made out of places that I can't even tell you how. But when my mentors from back then see me today, I said, brother, please, how you like me now? I just hope that some can see someplace closer to a mentor, to be somebody like any one of you, because a large piece of me is a tiny piece of every single one of you. Or maybe it's a 30-70 split. 70% because my pops grounded me, 30% because the streets and the school made me. But if you want to actually understand me and see who you're dealing with, just understand that I'm proud to be who I am in this brown skin. I'm the son of my father, and I'm a force to deal with. And that's that piece.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Welcome
Wow.
back.
They come in kicking in the door, waving it.
Come on.
Wow.
We
Wow.
are not worthy. We are not worthy.
I should live to be so lucky, but thank you. I say.
Uh, King,
What's going on?
Can
next up
y'all hear
you
me?
got, sir.
All right. This is a piece titled Who Knew? I put my life on hold until it get a little better. Self-employed, just settled with the weather. New thing, full swing, old prince to a king. Bloodline offspring, watch what I bring. Move around giants, get closer to the tyrants. Once I do the knowledge, I can apply science. Make lazy days off minimal wage, there's a bonus to gain. With that extra pay, enjoy the funds while working on the run, huh? At the gates of heaven, I'm not from, huh? Whenever kingdom come, place hands on the drum. Now that's the sound making a mighty Joe Young. Into the moment, like guess who came back? 21 Blackjack. Don't expect that. I'm in the cut with new stuff, no blind man bluff. Extraordinary, A plus, outside the cusp. Composition, no book. Open my pencil in hand. It's a new thing with plans, elevating my brand. So used to things not being useful. This time around, foolproof will be hard to get next to. King.
You
All
Nice.
right.
you're gonna
That was
hurt people.
Yeah.
fast.
You're
That was
gonna hurt people with
fast.
that Mighty Joe Young reference, man.
Yeah, I heard that too, J Rob. Hey man,
I
that's a
see
good
you.
blueprint, man. I love that piece, man. That piece came
Thanks.
straight from your inside, man. That was from your gut.
Thanks. Appreciate that, bro. Word up.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. Yeah, good blueprint, bro. Quit playing.
Just Jay, you up.
Oh, all right. Shoot. I'm up here being a cheerleader. My goodness. What, y'all want me to go too? All right. I'm going to go with oldie. Before I decided the audience with you, I set my house in order to tell you all my heart. I have traveled many continents seeking a beauty such as yours. I am but a humble man of meager status, with only honor and integrity as my current currency. It was a year ago almost to the day when I heard you say words that weave like a basket of choice roses, as your moist voice spoke like a lioness on the plains of Giza, resounding in the still of the night under a full moon's light. I heard your call and paused. Oh man, almost
That's the
used.
piece.
You okay?
No,
Okay, because you
I
was in the middle of
apologize.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Words that weave like a basket of choice roses, as your moist voice spoke like a lioness on the plains of Giza, resounding in the still of the night under a full moon's light. I heard your call and paused. Like a stained pane glass, I instinctually fractured from your light. Your voice, like an apparition, now echoing roams the deepest chambers of my heart. And on that very night, you took my life, that I yield to you tonight, with no regrets of your conquest. I am here bare chest at my own behest, soaked in love's sweat, like fresh drops of dew does when the dew glistens in the dawnly light. Would I be too forward if I were to read you a poem? Yes, I write. When the conditions for love are just so, and that's no mere first sight. Although you are an eye's delight that has cut grooves into my heart, sparking my pen to scratch till the paper started to ignite. As if love was some type of bizarre old battlefield of healing skills that mend gashes and gouges and set broken bones under the flesh. Your scars are an outward expression and a testament of your strength. As I place this little bitty crown upon your finger, if the lions should feast, then let the lions do as they do best, and I shall fight them back with every poem and beat from my chest. In peace. I apologize, y'all, too. I had almost erased everything.
All right.
Be
Yeah,
careful,
I'm-
bro.
I like that one.
I
like that piece a lot.
know.
Yeah,
Very
appreciate
nice.
Take it from a brother who has lost 1,000 pieces.
No, see, you wrong for that.
Man, y'all can't imagine how depressed I was. That's 1,000 pieces I'm never gonna remember again.
That hurts your heart. No, I know. I definitely know.
You can only get little bits and pieces of them.
Yeah.
I wrote one the other day and deleted it by mistake in my
Yeah.
phone. I was tight.
Got to be more careful.
As you should be.
Got to be more careful.
But it's all right, though. I wrote something better anyway.
I think we heard it tonight.
That part.
Yeah, I ain't messing with you, man. But yo, we're going to proceed on, man. Keith, we're going to rock with you right now.
I got you. I got something for you. Jealousy is a sickness, as Jehovah is my witness. The money is the mistress, my money is the mistress, but I dodge the evils with the quickness. You're in cahoots with the wicked. That's why I pause with a pivot. My rise is the sunshine when I glisten. Open your eyes so you can listen. But in position, keep your distance. Be aware of opposition. Intuition is sufficient while engaging competition. You got to be consistent plus persistent to be a magnet to the riches. You got to get the commission. You only get commission for commitment. Take pride in resistance. That's something I've been working on.
See what I dig about the brother? He got that Chicago twang in his voice, and the piece just sounds so fucking dope to me. I like it. I like it, man. Do your thing, bruh.
Appreciate
Do
it.
your thing.
Definitely rolling through. Oh, Gina. All right. Let's see, Gina slid out. Nicole, we're going to come back with you, then we'll flip back to Gina when she slide back in.
Okay. All right. So this one, might have heard it before, but it's called I Miss You. I miss you. I miss you. And there's no other way to say it. And I can't deny that I'm feeling some kind of way. I've been going over it in my head day after day. Maybe I was wrong, but I thought you were my ace. Now you all skinning and grinning up in someone else's face. It's always an excuse why you don't have time to spare. And it was never like that before, but you don't seem to care. You're no longer the same and so different now. I'm trying to figure out what changed and how. I remember you as the feisty one with so much to say. Now you just hold your tongue and look the other way. You shut me out and are so into this new guy. Did you forget who was always there, whether to laugh or to cry? You had a life before him and things you like to do. We used to go to the movies, bowling, or even writing or reading a book or two. What about us? You act like you forgot all about me. I've always been here, although you pushed me into the shadows. I'm hurting, and I want you to know. Listen, I miss you. I miss me. In peace.
Oh, wow.
That's
Ooh.
real. That's real.
Lay that heart out there, girl. You lay it out
Yeah.
there. You let them
Internal.
That's a necessity.
Okay,
Very
I
good.
see you. Mm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to pull somebody else's book out and write some poetry, because I ain't good enough for this.
Cut it out.
I see what you doing. Woo.
Yeah.
They rob you crazy.
All right, Gina, we're going to rock back with you.
Yeah, I had to get my phone was giving me the flux. So I'm back. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna title this freestyle Green Thumb. Once a week, every week, I give the house plants a water. I have some flowers outside, and if we haven't had enough rain, then I know I need to go outside because they're gonna die if I don't. So I oughta. I take care of these living things that live in the space that I'm in, and they bring me oxygen when they exhale, the same way I give them carbon dioxide when I do. It's a symbiotic relationship that I've always had. See, when we grew up in a household with a lot of kids, my mom always believed that there should be something other than the people who resided at the address that lived. We always had pets, some of which found in early death. I'm not going to say that I'm responsible for it. I just know that sometimes it don't work out for certain kids to have certain pets. However, I've never killed a plant, not even a cactus, you see, because I love things that are living, alive, and green. When I go outside, I have to wear shoes just to trek through the grass. I'm allergic in a way that won't just give me a rash. I'll get hives. This itchy feeling all inside of my esophagus, feeling like I need to take Benadryl so I can stop it. My family always says that I'm the girl who lives in the bubble because I had to spend so much time in the house due to the sun giving me trouble. But the reality is this: as long as inside your home you have some things that are green, you still have nature all around you, and it makes it easier to breathe in peace.
Nice.
It
Okay,
makes it
Gina.
easier
See,
to
Gina.
breathe.
Elmira in the house. I'm gonna love
Great
you and hug
job.
you and kiss
I'm
you.
like, what? I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I'm like, who's she in love with over here?
My plants, my plants. I
Hmm.
talk to them.
Plants.
Yep. If we could talk to your plants, they'd be like, I don't know what she talking about.
Right?
We don't even know that lady. We don't even know that
But
You
for
lady.
don't even
fifty
know that
dollars, I'll
lady.
tell you.
You know?
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
Mm,
Brother J
mm,
Rob,
mm.
we gonna rock off with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, which J? J Rob?
Me?
The wise son.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
all
okay,
right.
okay, okay, okay.
Killer.
See, there you go. Give me a quick second. Whew, cool. Let's see. This piece is entitled "What's Better Than Love." So let me ask you, what do you think is better than love? New love? Well, I feel like that I've been gifted to me, and it's like a second shot at destiny when only we expectedly reconnected, and I had this epiphany. Could it really be that after all these years, you were meant for me? How my new view of myself has been distorted and contorted and reshaped and bent. I mean, I'm open, but being open, but damn, to what extent? These are the feelings that I didn't know that I could catch, and I'm ready to tear a hole right through this fucking house and rebuild you and me from scratch. I mean, shit. I'm itching to be the only chef cooking in the kitchen. And I know that you think I be running lines, but I'm just looking for your eyes and I'm just following the signs. But I'm sure that this detour can lead you to be mine or mine. And I'm just like the aurora that makes me see, think, and speak differently, more artistically, spiritually, a little bit more clarity. And I just feel like it's safe to love more openly, recklessly, abundantly, just because of your personality to me shines vividly and very so honestly. Your willingness and ability to share me is so warm that it sends chills through me. To actually know that your heart and body had it how it feels and it belongs to me, that I had you feel the things that your young eyes had to see. But then I'm warm again because your courage and your smile lights a flame in me, and wherever I am, I wish that you was there with me all over again. Sometimes, sometimes your sad life just has a way of mixing, and it has a way of letting me know that a catalyst is on its way to heal. Because when you share that despair, it strips me down bare, just like raw nerve endings that dangle in midair, and I'm crushed under the weight of you hurting. But know that I'm back, and I'm just not meant to just carry the load. I'm here because I want to carry that burden, compliment your woman's work, and I'll never demand that much of my resources, just my effort in making sure that this thing that you and I have works. And we must admit that a lot of the time has passed, and now you know that there's nothing more important to me than friends first and friends last. But when I wish upon a star, Friends is the last thing that I ever hoped we would ever not be. I just know that the depths of what I hold will unfold and we'll dig together and build forever and make forever real because the desires is in our soul. And the only rational yet irrational passion filled with excitement, fueled God's influence and explanation is what you have and what you are heaven sent and what you mean to me. And it's the only way that I could justify being open to this extent. So what's better than love? And if there is a new love, then let me ask you, are you ready for this? Because taking the risk is free. And I'm all out of spare change. And I just need you. In peace.
Oh, so
The
sweet.
runs were ridiculous.
Okay, bro.
The runs were ridiculous.
Oh
The
my
flipping was crazy too. Hey, don't you do that. Don't you do that.
This guy, where y'all get this guy?
The verbiage.
Yo, I
the
just found my
verbiage.
new ghostwriter. I'll talk to you after the show.
All right.
I salute that.
J Rob, you got you another
Word up.
client.
That's fly,
That's what's
yo.
up. But you know what? Other people write J Rob stuff for him, so you're gonna have to check
That's
with
all
them.
right.
It's so
Ghostwriter on a ghostwriter. That's all. I know.
Van's not-
hating.
Van's not
hating.
here.
Just Jay, stop
Right.
dry snitching, yo.
Hey, they ain't dry snitching else free.
All right, I'm gonna come through with this piece. It's called More Than a Flower. Just like a brand new day with a brand new feeling, the most beautiful and brightness in my sight so revealing. Even the colors of what is can enlighten the coldest heart. I would nickname her summer, this time of year is the mark. That is shown with a look of innocence, at the same time precious. A photo or even live visual is never helpless. For what I see is amazing as I lay inside my patience. Only time will be fine if she don't leave my motivation. Dedication to Daisy. Peace. King.
Okay.
King.
Y'all gonna stop talking about me when y'all got a brother like that doing this kind of poetry. Between him and that cat from Chicago, I ain't hearing it.
Thanks, y'all.
Just Jay is a god in another world, so I'm not even bothering that brother right now.
Don't even go there
You
with
can't-
me, J Rob. Meet you
Whoa, man.
outside. Meet you outside.
Well, Just Jay, you up
In the
next,
immortal
brother.
words of DMX.
You
I'm up. All right.
you up next, brother, right now. Word.
This breath. Tread with care. The land and the air are full of pitfalls and snares. Even mother bears. When robbed of her cubs, do not test her love, because she ain't the one to be joking. She stands tall, bearing claws, twitching lips, violently split, frothing jaws. She has made her mind up tomorrow. She's at the meat market and the smorgasbord is free. And in a fleeting moment that lasts lifetime like rushing waters, you know it's about to wash all over you. But it is me in its entirety. At a moment like this, how pure can my prayer be? Let's see. Should I send a prayer about the length or the lack of my hair? What about my stock shares? Or would I pray that this stupid bear stop stepping on my shoes? What hood does this bear rep anyway? Should I pray that this bear show my spacious respect? Should I pray for this beautiful chain that's around my neck? Would I pray for a Tech 9, a flagrant foul for my favorite team, a tractor with a plow, a prize-winning cow, the world's best kung pao? A little pot-belly sow, a soul seed, a rose with no bees, a cat with no fleas, or perhaps the neutrality of the Swedes? Oh, I know, a blunt full of weeds, or perhaps just a whole mountain of personal needs. Meanwhile, this bear is making my clothes just so raggedy. Just might as well pray for whisk. Man, my clothes are really getting ripped, crimsoned, and drenched. I don't know if they'll make it through the rinse. Should I pray to be rich? Should I pray to be a pimp and a caddy, to be or not to be the daddy, even though you know and I know I impregnated Sally? Man, this bear is savagely inefficient. then tore my pocket and shredded my cabbage, slobbering over my bones, destroyed my touch tone. Did I leave the stove on? I think I'm forgetting my way home. I already forgot 2 poems. I know I ain't gonna be able to find my comb. Why do my final thoughts leave me all alone? P.S. I just forgot this poem. Well, I guess it's time for flesh to rest as I clear what's left of my chest. Jah, accept this fleeting breath, my final request, unless in peace.
Nice.
I love that one.
That was dope, bro.
Now you just showing off.
I'm sure your J. Rob, you're so criminal.
Now you just showing off because that right there, bro. I'm gonna need that because I dug how you put that together and talked about how I forgot this poem, but you kept going on with it. He's like,
Right.
I just forgot this poem. I like that.
That was dope.
They
like
you bricks, one of them hip hop bricks, man. So what the hell happened?
Yo, Jay, you breaking up, brother.
Real bad, bro.
Oh man. All right.
Okay, what were you saying?
Right now, we gonna. What you about to say, bro?
No,
I
Jay
was just saying you one of them.
up.
You one of them founding bricks, man, of that hip hop, man. No matter what they mumbling about now, man, they standing on some of the work y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't standing tall and then selling 1 million albums or whatever. It's the cats that was all around that supported that column.
Yeah,
But you one of them bricks, bro.
Indeed.
people will never remember the days when you only made $100 at a hip hop show, as opposed to a couple of 100,000. But it is what it is, man. So, but thank you, King. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Appreciate you too, man. Next up, we're gonna go with Keys.
I got you. Bonjour, divine in my spirit, mind, and core. My Lord, can hear your mind and body like a cure. I would adore, I would pour if our gravity was pure. If I saw, would you love me if I washed upon the shore? Because toxic masculinity can have me in fear and to cry. I'm fighting every day to live, but I'm living to die. Wash away my sins and send me to heaven to fly. Because fear is 99% what causes these niggas to lie. That one was called Bonjour.
In peace. Right.
Nice.
Yo, Keys.
All right.
I got a favor to ask. King, I know we don't normally do this, but Keys, can you do that piece again just a little slower? Because I missed something.
I got you.
I was gonna say a little louder.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I got you.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Remix
I got
that.
you. I just got to get used to doing it on the podcast level. But now, hold on, give me 1 second.
It's all good, bro.
Bonjour, divine of my spirit, mind, and core. My Lord, can heal your mind of Let me wipe the sweat out my eye. Bonjour, divine of my spirit, mind, and core. My Lord, can heal your mind and body like a cure. I would adore, I would pour if our gravity was pure. If I soar, would you love me if I washed upon the shore? Because toxic masculinity can have me in fear and to cry. I'm fighting every day to live, but I'm living to die. Wash away my sins and send me to heaven to fly. Because fear is 99% what causes these niggas to lie.
Yeah, man. Thank you for that.
That was dope. We needed to be able to hear it clearly.
Thank
got
you
you.
for
That's
that.
what's up.
And I'll tell you something. I think my hand was over like the mic thing on my computer, on my laptop. But I'll tell you something. I definitely love this format of poets. This is really, I'll tell you something, to me, astronomical, because I always, in Chicago, it's hard to bump into other poets. So just to be in a chat room with some other real live poetic feel people. It's amazing.
I have one last request, brother. Please make sure in the chat room, in the private chat, you list your Facebook joint, man, so we can hit you up.
Mhm.
Because I got a whole circle of people that would love to hear your words again and again and again. So
I got you.
jump
I
on
take.
in,
I
bro.
really. I be on. I really don't be on Facebook. I be on Instagram and more so
Oh,
YouTube.
hit me on the
I got to
gram.
leave that.
Put
And
that.
also, I'll leave my business email if y'all just want to just contact me.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I play
hey,
the keys
Keys.
too, like outside of poetry. So I
Keys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Keys.
yeah,
You remember the question that you asked in the beginning of the show?
yeah.
I want you to present that question to J Rob, if you don't mind.
What do you feel the state of poetry is?
Depends on what angle you're coming from, brother.
As
The
far
state
as
of
a
po
publicity standpoint, like far as a far as popularity, do you think do you think at the point of poetry where it is today, with as many talented people as we have in a bunch of different aspects, do you think poetry is more known and more popular than ever? I think it's a lot of room for growth. I would love to see, like, from this perspective, shows about poets and spoken word artists.
and there's a lot of them out there. I'll tell you this: the state of poetry is so strong right now, more so than it was when I was a kid. I'll give it to you this way. I did a video about 2 months ago between me in New York, my man in New Orleans, and another brother in Long Beach, California, and we made a video without talking to each other because we do this every 3 or 4 months, and it was just amazing how we all touched inadvertently on the exact same topic from the East Coast, the South, and the West Coast, and we all touched it. And brothers got their own spin to the subject matter, but the pieces came out so incredible. So much so, another cat that I met, a white dude in Detroit, he's like, I want to get a cipher of cats together similar to what he sees DJ K Slade do. And he wants to see just a gang of poets just do their thing and just become more recognized. There's pockets of poetry in almost every city, and some are more well known than others. But there's pockets of poetry where people are sort of like on the underground, and they're not talking about it. They just meet up every Wednesday. They meet up every Friday after work. They meet up every Sunday afternoon, and they getting it in. Poetry is strong. Now the thing is, what are you listening to? Who's spitting what? Because you got cats that strictly stay on a conscious level. You got some cats that stay strictly erotic and want to tell dirty stories. You got poets that want to be complimentary, and since you also have people in other aspects of their lives, you got so much to talk about. We're all not seeing the same thing at the same time. So everybody in this room can talk about George Floyd differently because we saw what happened. That's the beauty of poetry. We could talk about the state of Black America, and we'll all say a different story. We can all talk about where do we go from here, and it'll all be a different story. But we're all trying to make the same point in a different language, and it all comes out dope. So, depending on where you are, and I'm here in the Bronx, New York, bruh, the state of poetry is phenomenal. And the best part is, like the comic book industry, it hasn't reached its peak. So there's no downside. It just has little ebbs and flows. Like people see stuff like poetry slams, and they'll see us and they're like, well, how come you're not doing slam poetry like I've seen? Well, we do other pockets of poetry. Every poet in here does a different pocket of poetry. So there's absolute room for growth because it hasn't reached its peak yet, because it's just too much to talk about. And when you hear French poets talk to English poets, who talk to Scandinavian poets, who talk to poets from Chicago, who talk to a poet from the Bronx, who talk to a poet from Jersey, who talk to a poet in DC, who talk to someone from Scandinavia, bro, it just keeps doing this. And just keeps getting bigger. We're the people who are supposed to continuously keep it righteous. Because when I'm gone, hopefully a cat like Keys says, I heard this cat named J. Rob the Wise Son, and that was incredible. But
Hey,
then,
do you have Instagram?
do I ever? But the same name on the screen, that's my Instagram hook.
J. Rob the Wise. Okay, I got you. I'm
Yes,
definitely
sir.
follow you. One
Please,
thing
oh,
I tell you, from everyone in the group. I love the realism, especially. I'll tell you something, Nicole. I really loved your piece too.
Thank you.
Not just the single, however, but everybody was dope.
No. Go
And
ahead.
Gina, I kind of really loved. I feel like your freestyle vibe, because you know, I grew up watching this show on 106 in Park off Freestyle Friday.
Right,
And I used
there you
to
go.
love the
No
freestyle
doubt.
artists.
I was a rapper before I was a poet, and Freestyle Fridays gave me life.
Absolutely.
That made this
Yeah.
possible.
I'll give you this before we continue.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, people that's watching us and people that's on the show, there's a brother on Instagram named Him Again, like you know in church the word him, HYM,
Yeah.
and him AGEN, Him Again. A brother who used to live in New York, moved to Baltimore. Unfortunately, the brother died due to COVID. When you go on his Instagram, you'll see outstanding poetry. The brother said to me, similar to what Keys just said, I wish the real world was as open and accepting as the poetry world. And he and I just happened to meet because I was digging his pieces and he was digging mine. And we established a friendship to the point where he sent me some music and was like, can you spit on these pieces for me and send that and let me do something with it? And unfortunately, he didn't live long enough to hear what I created for him. But I honor that brother because it's one of the few cats that's like, you know what? Poets, we're a different breed. And I don't know what was going on in the man's life, but he said, I wish the real world was as open and accepting as the poetry world, because this is exactly who we are through our poetry. And I'll stop there.
Good. Wow.
AJ Wise, I want you to close the show out with a poem.
Okay. This piece is called Would You Be My Poetry? I look at you and I need something from you, but I just can't find the words. I admire you and I see you from far away with poetic binoculars that form the words in cloud formations that my vocals could never share. How dare I view such beauty in humble submission, unassuming it being my visual dream come true, but I do. You see, I see you. I see you as something beyond reach, beyond touch, beyond reproach, past anything that has ever witnessed, and hence I'm scared to make eye contact. And as a matter of fact, when I do view you, even my goosebumps spell the words, oh God, in braille along my skin and whisper to me how magnificent you are to thine own eyes. I just wish I can convince Shakespeare and Langston Hughes to write about you so that they can help me scribe and properly dissect the proper visceral verbals to complement beauticious views that are encompassed in the aura that I see whenever I'm looking at you. While murmuring more balladry to you that you may never hear, as every word is etched in your essence along long spirits that haunts homes of long lost loves. And yet I fear that you may never hear anything that I may ever write, because this has me trapped in my own web and in my own mind. But even as I still gaze upon you in person, in pictures, and in other viewership, I just wish that there was some sort of magic potion that I could conjure, that I can consume, just to make my dreams of you come true, to that are never ending, beautiful sights of forever that would even make tomorrow jealous. Because it would explain in any language what I've always known all this time whenever you are the subject. And when I ask you not for a dance, not for anything physical, baby, could you please just be my poetry? And that's that piece.
All right, bro.
You guys in the chat, give it up for these great poets tonight. They definitely did their thing. And remember to follow everyone on their social media handles. They don't have to put their name. They can always put their social media handle or some other stuff that I have been encouraging everyone to put up as well. Great night tonight. Thank you all for watching the show. And thank you all the posts for joining the show. Try to stay on because I just want to just let y'all know something. And with that, everybody have a blessed week and take care until next week.
Thank you for this show.
Good night. Good night.
Peace and blessings.
Good night.